The Upside of Losing Half Your Money, originally published on August 18th, 2016. Okay, so which of the Sloth Investor's 5 bedrock principles does this article connect to? Well, on this occasion, it's my 3rd bedrock principle of owning the world that is the most significant connection. Diversification is key to one's portfolio. This article effectively explains why. I'll begin now with key extracts from this illuminating article. Investment firm Horizon Research Group wrote a paper a few years ago about a group of art dealers and their relatives who made fortunes in the 19th and 20th century. A small handful of dealers ended up owning massive collections of masterworks by Picasso, Matisse, and Klee, worth hundreds of millions of dollars. What's incredible is that the value of art is subjective. It's impossible to know what new piece of art will be worth 100 years from now, since value is driven by taste. Some of these dealers were buying paintings that hadn't even been produced yet. They didn't know what the art would look like, let alone what particular artist would be admired decades down the road, but they ended up making fortunes on them. How were they able to choose so wisely? The researchers asked. It wasn't just luck, because the handful of dealers all did the same thing. The great investors bought vast quantities of art, Horizon wrote. The dealers traveled around buying as much art as they possibly could from as many artists as they could find, literally thousands and thousands of paintings. They diversified. A subset of the collections turned out to be great investments, and they were held for a sufficiently long period of time to allow the portfolio return to converge upon a return of the best elements in the portfolio. They basically owned an index and sat back, knowing most of the paintings would be duds, but a few would explode, which is exactly how investing works. The key to making a lot of money is to own so much stuff that you guarantee capitalism will destroy most of your investments, but equally sure that a tiny group of successes will offset those losses. Over time, the overall return converges on the best elements of the portfolio. The benefits of diversification are well known, but I wonder how many index fund owners realize half their hard-earned money is going up in flames by design. My guess is not many, which is a reminder that we should focus on how our whole portfolios are performing over any individual component and be more sympathetic when reading news about another company going up in flames. They are, after all, the norm. So, at the start of this video, I mentioned that my 3rd bedrock principle of owning the world is the most obvious connection to this article. The Sloth Investor is an advocate of a globally diversified investment portfolio. This is what Lars Kroyer, author of the book Investing Demystified, has to say about the merits of global diversification. By expanding the portfolio beyond the home market, we achieve much greater diversification in our investments. This is because we spread our investments over a larger number of stocks, but more importantly, because those stocks are based in different geographical areas and local economies. Likewise, this is what Daniel Crosby, author of the book The Behavioral Investor, has to say about global diversification. Diversification is likewise rooted in an ethos of you can't be sure of anything, so buy everything, and is proof that conceding to uncertainty doesn't have to mean compromising returns. The realm of investing can often be made to seem more complex than it actually is. By simply investing your money in a low-fee, globally diversified portfolio, you can ensure that you benefit from the performance of great businesses from every corner of the globe. So, what are your thoughts about a globally diversified portfolio? I'd love to read your comments in the comment box for this video. Okay, so these were my key insights from The Upside of Losing Half Your Money, an article that explores the importance of extreme diversification for investors. You'll find a link to the original article in the description to this video. For those unfamiliar with the writing of Morgan Housel, I recommend his fantastic book, The Psychology of Money. which has now sold over 2 million copies. You'll find a link to the book in the description to this video. In episode 16 of the Sloth Investor Podcast, I discussed key takeaways from this book with my co-host Jay. Moreover, in episode 20, we discuss why Morgan Housel is worthy of inclusion in the Sloth Investor Hall of Fame. You'll find the links for both of these videos in the description to this video. If you enjoyed this bite-sized video, then you may want to check out my bite-sized Bogle and bite-sized Buffett playlists. You'll find the links for both of these playlists in the description to this video. To keep up to date with the latest content from the Sloth Investor, whether this be my book reviews, my podcast, or other video content, please remember to subscribe to this channel. So long for now.